So here we are on Sunday the 19th of June, and we've been working on this since the beginning of the year, but finally things are progressing. Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. Well, we're well into summer now, although you wouldn't know that in Scotland. We're not getting fantastic weather. I think we're in the maybe 17, 18 degrees C. It's not raining today though, so that's always a benefit. So I've not made any videos for a couple of weeks anyway, and that's because I have been extraordinarily busy. As I think probably you're aware, we have been trying to get the house ready for putting it on the market, and the past 2 weeks the sort of process has intensified, and we had to, we got estate agents out and valuations done, and we got the house on the market finally, phew, and 4 days later we accepted an offer. So as of now, the house is sold, just the paperwork to go through, and there's no agreement on when we move out or whatever, but Tom and I are now madly viewing other properties to see where will be our next home. So it has been crazy mad. The housing market here in the UK is just, it's crazy. As I say, we sold this in about 4 days. There's a number of properties that we've had viewings to go and see and have actually been sold before we've even got to view them, because lots of people want to view, and people are making offers, and the sellers are saying, right, I'll just take it off the market if you've offered me that. So from a sales perspective, from a seller's perspective, it's great. But from a purchaser's perspective, which of course we are as well, it's just frantic. It's very stressful. So yeah, so we're now in Operation Find a House. We've looked at a few and haven't found the perfect house yet, but yesterday we looked at 2 in different locations, and both of them are possibilities. Both of them are possibilities. They both have pros and cons, and we're just having to weigh up the pros and cons. One of them has a garden that's over half an acre, which of course is very attractive to me. The other one has got a much smaller garden, but has a really nice feel to where it is, a little cottagey feel. And I need to think about, would I accept a smaller garden? But the location and the actual garden itself and the house is just very nice. So anyway, those 2 we're thinking about, and then tomorrow we are going to see another 2 houses, and we'll see what they bring. So we've nothing set in stone yet. We're not near purchasing a house yet, so we haven't found anything. But when we do, we have to act very, very quickly and hope that we can get something secured. So yeah, that's why I haven't been making videos, because all of this has been going on. The garden of course hasn't stopped growing, so there's lots happening in the garden. Maybe not as fast as I'd like, because we've not really had very warm or sunny weather, but things are happening, and there's things I need to do to get control of the garden, because I don't want the folk that move in however months time that will be, I don't want them to be faced with a weed-ridden, overgrown garden that they think, oh my goodness, why did I buy this? So really the process now will be to tame the garden as much as possible, to grow on the crops that I have in the ground, and to harvest as many of those that are harvestable. So my potatoes, my peas, broad beans, onions, garlic, chard, etc., strawberries, raspberries. And then there will be some crops that I'll be leaving because they won't be ready yet, so the carrots and the beetroot, for example, and probably the squash, if they actually grow enough to produce squash. They are growing, but very slowly. So yeah, so got to tame the garden, and I'll take you along in that adventure. Get my crops harvested, and then I need to really start packing. So I've got pots, and I've got all sorts of things in the garden and in the sheds and so on that I need to get in order and work out what I'm going to take and what I'm not going to take. And as if that isn't enough, I mean, I'm not even talking about the house because you can imagine what's involved with that. We've got the chickens and the quail to think about, and also where the garden's concerned, I want to look around, and if there's anything that I want to take cuttings off, that I can take cuttings off at this point, or seeds to be saved so that I can take things away with me, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to think about the sort of propagation side of things, if there is anything that I feel I need to take with me. So I'm going to be asking for advice on that, I am sure, in the forthcoming videos. So yeah, that's it. Very, very exciting times, anxious times, worrying times, traumatic times, but in a good way. Yeah, so keep your fingers crossed that we find something soon and we can secure it, and that the sales process for our house goes well. But that's where we are right now. I'm not getting emotional about the whole event yet, because it's still, we're still trying to find something. But once things get, we sign in the dotted line, and once things become more real, I think then I'll be starting to think, oh, I'm going to miss this garden, I'm going to miss this house. Of course, I'm going to miss all my neighbours, and who have become friends. But that's later. I don't have space in my I don't have headspace for all of that yet. I just need to get down to business and sort things out and work out how I can keep things going and get things packed and whatever. Anyway, I'm babbling. So yeah, so that's where I am. Keep your fingers crossed. I will keep you appraised of the process and what I'm doing in the garden and the sales process and the new house, etc. And it gives me scope for all sorts of exciting videos in the future, where you'll be able to see me make the new house and make the new garden into something that I'm proud of. So I had to disappear for a moment there to break up a fight. This young lady is Matilda. Well, Matilda's 6, so she's not that young. But Matilda is broody at the moment, and I've locked her out of the chicken coop so that she can't just brood on the nest. And she's a bit angry about that, and she's taken to chasing Hamble and really having a go at Hamble because she's frustrated. She is frustrated, and poor Hamble's like, and running about the place. So she was having a go at Hamble there, for no reason except your hormones, missus. So I thought I'd just grab her and plonk her in my lap for a while and try and get her to calm down. You're a wee horror. That's chickens for you. She's my favourite, even though she's a wee witchy poo at the moment. Yes, you are. So yeah, that's the news of the moment. I'll keep you updated as to progress. But for now, if you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments and suggestions or whatever, helpful hints about what I can do in the garden to make life easy for me, and the move, and propagating stuff, etc., etc. Anything, any tips and hints to keep me sane, please pop them in the comments below, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye for now.